The moment we have all been. Wait a minute, where's the fireworks? There we go, that's better. The moment we have all been waiting for, the 150th moveset. Yep, we did a lot of movesets and we're still going on. But those of you that have been waiting, who is this mysterious character? Well, I'm going to reveal that just in a moment. So, let's get into things. And that's right. The character reveal is something. What if something from Ornery was in Smash? Yep, I hope you got the clue. What if something was in Smash? I kind of just gave it away, didn't I? Well, I don't think it was too obvious. I really enjoyed doing this moveset, so I hope you guys like it too. But sadly, there's a warning. This moveset may contain major spoilers in this moveset. If you don't like this, watch another video. You have been warned. But I really like you to stay for this one. I hope you just make an exception. Really, we're not really spoiling the game. Yeah, we are. Now, something. The phantom of both guilt and fear. Also, the same phantom or something that has been haunting Sunny or Ornery in Basil for unknown reasons. But I have a theory why something has been haunting Sunny. Now, we have noticed we have seen something's true form, which we can see Mary being hung. This is mainly because Mary had died because of Sunny pushing her off the stairs. Kind of like what John said the other day. When did the stairs get deadly? I don't know, but it obviously is. Although I don't understand because I feel like something has been haunting Ornery before Mary died. But I don't know, it's just a theory. Also, it is also the same phantom or something that has forced guilt into Basil to stab himself. But this only happens if Sunny chooses to run away and not fight Basil. However, if you do get to fight Basil and defeat Ornery, then we have a nice little ending here. The guild um, fades away or something from both Basil and Ornery after they were both in the hospital. And that was the last time we've seen something as he disappeared for good. Now then, things you need to know. Because he's a phantom, he'll be extremely lightweight with 5 jumps. He'll also be a pretty floaty character. Notice the move options. So, first jab, his jab can have a one-hit swipe punch, then swiping with the other hand. Then we can go into a rapid jab, kind of like this. This move is kind of based on how he can have multiple hands or hands in general. When you see him, well known as the form something is in the dark. Now, however, his dash attack we have him turn into a comet-like shape, and then dashes like that. This will be based on some art that we see in Armory or fan art from the game in general. We can see here that we see something as a comet. Yeah. Now, for side tilt, we can have him wheedle around kind of like that, forcing his other side to hit like this. Now, his up tilt, we have him morph into a long stick figure and hit upwards. And for down tilt, we have him turn to a shorter version of himself and do a swipe hit, kind of like that. Now for his side smash, we're gonna have his hand turn to a giant hand for some reason that smashes forwards. This will do major damage because it's a big hand and also it'll be pretty powerful. Now for an up smash, we're gonna have him turn, or actually, he'll be hiding in the dark. Then he would appear kind of like that. He'll probably appear a little faster than what I've shown here. And also, this is based on how he makes his entrance in the game. Not only that, this can also dodge many projectiles easily while he's still in the shadows, since he's technically under the ground or not there at the moment. Now, for his down smash, we're going to turn into some spiky forms of himself, spiking all around him. It will do more damage than to his left and right side more than his middle side. Also, you can avoid this by going in between his three heads at the moment. Not only that, his left and right head deals more damage than his middle head. Now, for his neutral air, we have him turn into an explosion spike thing and hit all around him. His side air, we have him do a spin kick forward. His back air, we have him turn into a cylinder and smack himself backwards. His up air, we have him turn into a pin and spike upwards. And the down air, we have him turn into a pin downwards and spike downwards. Now, let's get into the grabs. Alrighty, something we grab with both hands and pummels by having another hand appear and pummels the foe. The side throw, we have him do an overhead toss. The back throw, we have him teleport and then pushes the foe back. The up throw, we have him drag the foe into the shadows and spits out the foe, launching the foe. This is based on a move that something can do, well known as something has dragged you into the dark. Yes, that is the move. And the down throw, we have him cover the foe, then leaves the foe there, forcing the foe to lay down on their back or stomach, I guess, and then put them to sleep for 2 seconds. Alrighty, for his neutral special, it'll be, I don't know. We have him throw a small little ball of himself and throw it, bouncing on the floor. I honestly couldn't think of anything else, but I think the rest of the moveset is great. This may be a projectile, and also it bounces on the floor because it's gravity affected. So this is great on knocking off people off ledges or trying to knock people off while they're using their horizontal recoveries. Now, this is where when things get a little interesting. It's side special, you can summon a little shadow, and then when letting go of the side special, we have summon a huge, or I guess a fair size, of that something. Get this will work a lot like Greninja's side special, or more like what I gave Aegislash's side special when it summons a sword upwards with the shadow. But it has a little twist to this. Not only that, if you hit the foe right directly into the mouth, kind of like this, it'll give the foe a pretty bad effect. Yep, this move in general would be based on how something grabs Basil, but like I said, it has an effect, as doing this will also make the foe very guilty, sad, and a whole bunch of negative things. So how this would work in Smash, as we've seen, if you are still guilty, then something will always be behind your back, or at least a clone of it. Yep, he'll always follow you like how he does in the ending, or even at other times in the game when he follows Sunny around. Now, it also causes some effects, so let's get into that. Now, the side special effects, I like to call this the guilt corruption. This effect will lower all the foe's stats because the foe would be very, very sad, but no one really has feelings in Smash. This may also slowly damage the foe, or kind of poisoning them, and the effect will last 6 seconds. Like I didn't actually say this, but the side special does not have any cooldown, so you can continuously use this. But you have to get you have to get the position right in order for this to have the effect happen again. Now, for a sub special, we have to see him disappear, as something has disappeared. So, this would be a teleport. Yep, it would just work like a Mewtwo's up special as he just teleports away. And finally, Force Down special. I like to call this move Ghostly Counter. This counter would let projectiles cut through something without damaging it, or may not take any damage from the foe's move. Although, to not make this too broken, something may be grabbed by using this counter, so I don't suggest spamming this if you're using it. Now, we got all the specials covered, let's get into the stuff we have been waiting for, the final smash. Now then, to prove his dangerous guilt and fear to all around smash, I don't know what to say after that. So, this final smash, we have a scene while the background is white and the character is seen black. We can have the foe equip the knife and stab themselves. You know what? What's the point of talking about it when I can show you it? Yep, we're just gonna pick on Ness. Yeah, we're really picking on Ness on this moveset. So, for example, we have the scene white and the character black. We can have them equip the knife and stab themselves a few times. Luckily, you cannot see any blood. Then the foe will fall on the knees and then fall down on the floor. I'm too lazy to animate the foe falling down on the floor because this moveset in general took 5 hours, and I'm tired. Or was tired, I should have said. This is very, very deadly and is also a cutscene. So let's just say, if above, let's make it 65 damage. This is an automatic KO. Now then, for his ult. His first ult, we have kind of like a blackish, bluish color, as we usually see him. His second ult can have him be a red-black, then a green, then a purple, then a goldish yellow, an orange, a lighter blue, and finally white. Just full white. His taunts, we have him stare at the screen. Yep, that's it. His second taunt, we have him turn into a random figure, as we see him do sometimes, just a random little clay figure. And his final taunt, we have him turn into Mary and wave. And I wouldn't mean Mary. Did I say Mary? I meant Mary. Okay, I'm just turning to Mary for a sec. And I mean not just normal Mary. Mary waves at the screen, and then it turns back to something. Now, as for his victories, his first victory, we get him come out of the shadows and poses, which I don't know how he can do that, but he will. His second victory, we can see Mary waving, and then we can have something covering Mary, and then turns into normal something. And finally, for his last victory, to really make fun of his foes, we have turn to a deer and just walk around. Yep, it's really going to make you feel guilty for losing after that. And that's it. That's what if. Hey, where's the fireworks again? There it is. That's it. That's what if something. The 150th character and from Ornery was in Smash. I really enjoy making this character, and I really enjoy what I do. Yep. I hope you will subscribe, and thank you for all your supports on all these movesets, I guess. Please, if you have any requests, put it down in the comments. And please just request someone from Ori. I really enjoy doing characters from Ormory. But, I will not do Mary or Sunny, because Sunny's just an Echo Fighter, and Mary has no content whatsoever. Or Basil. I probably won't do Basil either. Now, I would like I said, I would like to thank you all for subscribing, just requesting for me, and all your support you have been giving me. Nope. Yep. See you next Mooseset.